Hi, I'm David Freed. I'm one of the owners of Acland Court Shopping Centre. We have a Coles supermarket as our base tenant with 20 specialties and an 180 bay commercial car park. The historical operation of the car park as a manned booth was just completely impractical. So obviously the ticketed system took us into the next level where obviously it was all automated and people could walk up and pay for themselves. Obviously ticketed systems had their own issues. People obviously rolled up to the gate and said they lost their ticket. And then there was no way of determining when they came in and when they go out, and obviously the car park operator, with not knowing any data about their entry and exit, basically just had to let them out or charge them the full ticketed price, which was generally an argument. We also found obviously over and above people claiming that they lost their ticket was obviously not getting a ticket, and all the issues around the paper ticket being jammed in the ticket machine, people holding them in their mouth as they drove in, which I've probably done myself over years, and then the ticket being wet and not working. And I also found the maintenance on the actual exit stations and paying stations with tickets. They create a lot of paper dust. We would probably have once a week, literally the requirement of opening up a ticket machine and vacuuming and taking all the paper dust, wear and tear on rollers, wear and tear on the guides and all sorts. So tickets was a given that it was something we needed to get rid of. It was introduced to a shopping centre in New South Wales actually, who had your car park equipment, and went to visit them, and they proudly showed me that they were operating their car park completely unmanned with a ticketless solution, which surprised me because I thought, well, what's the catch? However, once I was shown how well the licence plate recognition and ticketless solution worked, I was convinced that was the way to go. One of the key criteria for me selecting a supply for our car park equipment was a local developer, someone who had a local team that was very approachable, not a team that was in some European country that would have time delays and things. So I wanted someone who, if I had a problem, I could get on the phone and talk to. We aren't a large Westfield where we have tens of thousands of car parks, and we had endless resources of funds and time and effort. So I wanted to find someone that could really provide me with a local solution with ongoing support. Every car park at the time was still ticketed, so it was a bit of a concern that customers would be, would need training and need to understand how to use the system. However, one of the key criteria for me to select Sensor Dynamic was the user interface. The user interface to me was critical in ensuring that the system would be taken up easily by customers. And the large screen format, the large, almost like iPhone layout of the screen was really, really friendly. After a very short time, customers really actually found the experience a lot easier than the ticketed systems. They didn't have to worry about losing a ticket. They didn't have to worry about, is the machine going to suck up my ticket and not work? It was easy. Obviously, moving from a ticketed car park system to a ticketless system gave us a little bit of anxiety. Obviously, we did have a bit of a concern that it would scare people away, but quite the contrary. Revenue really wasn't affected. We still had the notes and coin collection through the pay stations. It's really just a methodology of people identifying their car. And as I said, the whole Sensor Dynamic software, how it worked and there to click through to pay was very, very simple. From us, from a revenue point of view, we actually probably captured more revenue by not having the lost tickets. And all of a sudden we knew when a person had entered and when a person had exited. So even when a person had a lost ticket, the operator at the intercom could say to them, well, hang on a sec, chap, you came in at 9 o'clock and you left at you're leaving now at 11, that's 2 hours, you've lost your ticket, it's $8 or whatever it is. So we actually captured more revenue via the ticketless system than the ticketed system. There was no excuses from a customer via lost tickets or any game that they try to play at the exit gate. So obviously moving to a self-managed system, I really needed to have some tools that made self-managing easy. In the past, it's been something that I haven't had access to, and Sensor Dynamics have really delivered on a fantastic management tool that they call LPRnet, which I use on my computer in the office. And recently, we've moved that system over to their cloud server, which has really been fantastic because I've been able to use that now on my iPad at home or remotely wherever I am, so I never have a need to be based in the office if I have to change someone's user profile or deal with an issue. I was very focused on reducing our operating costs. So we would probably go through, again, I don't remember the exact figures, but I would say at least 5,000 tickets a week. Our maintenance costs, we have no more rollers, no more guides. The sensor dynamic pay machines had very, very little moving parts. So there are no more ticket jams. And so we reduced our operating costs, and one of the key principles for me, and again, I don't want to compare I guess the suppliers of equipment, but we found Sensors Dynamics monthly maintenance costs far significantly lower than their competitors. So that really increased my bottom line from just a cost-saving exercise. And we found that obviously with one flat fee, it's allowed me to have certainty in my operating costs and basically make life simple.